All right, this is Frank the Tank from the Podheads Web Show here at the World Scout Music Expo, standing here with Craving Shannon. She's an artist here that you performed, right?
Yes, I did.
Okay, so she's an artist here at the World Scout Music Expo who performed in front of over 40 panelists, everything from producers to songwriters. How was your experience here?
So it was very nerve-wracking, to be honest. It was one of those things that even though I've done a lot of performances, everyone is brand new. So it's always a tough crowd at first. And then after you start singing for a little while, you start to warm up, you start to become more comfortable. But it's the recognition at the end from other artists and from people that you didn't even think were listening to you when they come up to you and they say, "Hey, by the way, you sound really nice." That is what everything's about, really.
Nice, nice. That's pretty cool. Look, talk to me a little bit about preparation from this. Like, how'd you hear about the World Scout Music Expo, and what was your mindset kind of coming into it in general?
So my mindset was basically I was thinking to myself when I was scrolling through Instagram, I had taken like a break from Instagram and it randomly popped up and I was like, well, if I'm seeing it and I've taken such a big break, it means I have to go to this. Like I have
Okay.
to go.
Like it was meant to be a little bit, yeah.
Exactly, it was meant to be. So I went to it and I was like, okay, I like what they're saying and everything like that. And then to prepare for the event, I brought some of my songs and I was like, I'm gonna go ahead and present my song. So I went to an open mic. There's a open mic near Lake Eola around there, and I went to the open mic and in front of a whole bunch of strangers and I performed my original songs and they loved it. So I was like, if they love my songs and they don't know me, it's not like your friends that are like, oh no, you sound good. They
Sure.
don't know me
You
and they
got that
think I sound
affirmation,
good.
yeah. Okay.
Exactly. So that's what made me confident enough to come here and to put my music out there and to put my sound out there because I'm like, I had people that were there were in their 50s, 40s, 30s, and 20s, and they all liked it. So I don't see, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It gave me some confidence boost to come here.
Sure, sure. And so now that you have come here, you talked about not just auditioning. What kind of things have you learned about this experience that you can take with you moving forward, in your music career?
So just networking and honestly staying consistent. So one of my biggest things is I'm not consistent because it's kind of like when you get 500 no's, you end up like, losing that hope.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Or thinking maybe it's just not meant to be, especially when everyone's against you because a lot of people, are very against me, especially like people close to me. But at the same time, it's like over here they said that they got like 600 no's, like much more no's. So it's like if they can do it and they can take that, then I can too.
Sure. So I think one could say that you found at the World Scout Expo here, you found some inspiration, one way, shape, or form. It's something to help you keep pushing, keep going a little
Exactly.
bit. Nice.
Exactly. It's definitely what it is. It's something that basically it's just a reassurance that even though it's hard, it's like if it's one of those things that if when they say if somebody can do it, that means anyone can do it. It just like it doesn't matter if you see sometimes you see people and you don't see them as people. You see them as these big names. You see them as like basically, untouchable. But before they were untouchable, they were just like you.
Exactly, exactly. That's awesome. Okay, so tell everybody really quick about a little bit about yourself. What kind of music you do, what you're all about, where they can find you.
So basically, I sing indie music. It's well, indie alternative kind of music. It's like the music you want to fade away to, and that's what I like to call it. And then you could find me so everything on my social medias, so YouTube, SoundCloud, as well as my Instagram. That is all Craving Shannon. So it's like craving like food. So it's CRAVING, and then Shannon SHANNON. And if you like have any suggestions, I also do covers as well. If you since I have a very unique sound, I'll take a cover and I'll turn it into my sound. So that's definitely something if you want, I could definitely do that. Just let me know. But it was a really good experience being here and there's a lot of information, but not. It's. I feel like the most I got out of it was just like motivation, in a sense, to not give up and to keep on trying, even though sometimes it seems like trying is worthless. But eventually, it will add up, just like anything else. Yeah.